Good morning, students. So, today we will continue our discussion of the chapter that we have started in the previous week, that is motion. So, in this chapter, in the previous week, we have discussed the following contents: rest and motion, then we have discussed all the types of motion. Today, we will discuss these contents: uniform and non uniform motion. Then we will discuss speed, then we will discuss velocity, acceleration, mass and weight. So first of all, let's start our discussion. So speed. So as you already knew, speed is the distance traveled by the object per unit time. That is distance traveled upon time taken. This is the formula of the speed that you have been using in the previous class also. And SI of speed of unit is meter per second. Another known unit of speed that you already knew is kilometer per hour, and we knew that 1 meter per second is equals to 3.6 kilometer per hour. So this is the term when we are not concerned about how fast a body is moving and without taking into consideration of the direction in which body is moving. Now if we consider the direction in which the body is moving along with its speed, in that case that term is known as the velocity. So velocity is basically the distance traveled by the object in unit time in a given direction. Okay, given direction is important, that is why this term is known as the velocity. So speed was distance traveled by the body per unit time, and this velocity is displacement upon time taken. Displacement, that is the shortest distance between the initial and final position of the body. And since this term is used to show how fast a body is moving, that is why its SI unit will also remain same as that of speed, and that is meter per second. Next we will discuss first the uniform motion. So if an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the object is said to be uniform motion. And during this motion, the body moves at the constant speed throughout its period of journey. That is why if you see the distance time graph of a body moving with uniform motion, it comes out to be a straight line. For example, you can see in this photo that cyclist is covering a distance of 2 meter in each 1 second. That is, in 1 second it is covering 2 meter, then again in next 1 second it is covering 2 meter, like this. So we can say that this type of motion is known as the uniform motion. Whereas in case of the non-uniform motion, if the object does not cover equal distances in equal intervals of time, then in that case the motion is said to be non-uniform motion. And almost all the types of motion that we are studying are the non-uniform motion. For example, if you observe the distance time graph for the non-uniform motion, it is a curved line. For example, if the cyclist covered 2 meters in first second, then 3 meters in second, and 4 meters in third second. So you can observe in this that with the increase of the time interval from 1 second to 2 second, then in 3 seconds, the distance traveled by the object is varying. In the first second it is covering 2 meters. In next first second, now it is covering 3 meters. So this type of motion is known as the non-uniform motion. Then in case of non-uniform motion, we are considering the average speed. So speed was distance traveled upon time taken, but in case of average speed is actually total distance traveled by the body upon total time taken. So average speed is different from the speed whenever the motion of the body is non-uniform. Now since body is moving with non-uniform motion, in that case the velocity of body is changing continuously with respect to time. So rate of change of velocity per unit time is called as acceleration. So its acceleration formula, you can say that change in velocity upon time taken, and its SI unit will be meter per second square. Now next very important term, that is acceleration due to gravity. So this term, this acceleration is coming into the account whenever the body is thrown either vertically upward or either thrown vertically downward. That is the freely falling bodies that you might have observed in day-to-day life. So when the body falls from a height towards the earth, it is falling under the gravitational force of the earth. That is, no other force is acting on it, and that is why it is known as the free fall. So during the free fall of the body, the velocity increases continuously, and that is due to the acceleration due to gravity, and that time the acceleration of the body is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. Although its value changes from place to place, okay, value of acceleration gravity is different from place to place. For example, its value is maximum at equators and its value is minimum at the poles. And so if you see this relation, you can easily observe that G is inversely proportional to the radius of the earth. So whenever the distance traveled by the body is comparable to radius of the earth, in that case the value of G changes considerably. That is why value of G is very low on moon. So next is mass. So mass is actually the quantity of matter contained in a body. So whatever you are weighing on a digital balance, that machine is showing actually the mass. That is why mass is constant and has the same value at different places and position. So whether you measure your mass here and whether you measure your mass anywhere, then in that case your mass will always remain constant, because quantity of matter cannot be changed in the body. SI unit of mass is kilogram and its CGS unit is gram. Whereas the weight is the force with which the earth attracts a body towards its center. So mass is the quantity of matter, whereas weight is the force. That is why weight of the body can never be constant, and SI unit of mass is kilogram, whereas SI unit of weight is Newton. So formula of weight is equals to m into g, where g is acceleration due to gravity. So these are the few differences between mass and weight. What is mass? It is the quantity of matter contained in a body, and whereas weight is the force with which the earth attracts a body. SI unit of mass is kilogram, whereas SI unit of weight is Newton. Mass can never be changed. Mass of the body remains constant regardless of the change in place or position, whereas weight can never be constant and changes from place to place on the earth. Mass you can measure with the help of a beam balance, whereas weight can be measured by using a spring balance like this. So these are the common measuring instruments for measuring mass as well as weight. So this is the electronic balance that you must be familiar of. Whenever you are going to some grocery shop, you must have seen this. So it is actually measuring the mass of the body, and this is the spring balance, which is measuring the weight of the body. So like, suppose the body is being weighed on the earth. In that case the mass is 10 kg and weight scale shows 10 kg and your weight will remain 98 Newton. So if you move to the moon, in that case this weighing scale will now show only 1.6 kg, because at the moon the acceleration due to gravity remains 1/6 of the original value, and in space, as we already know, space is a vacuum where there is no gravity. In that case the weighing scale will show you the zero reading. So we can say in mass is remaining constant at all the places, whether you are at earth, moon or space, but weight is changing considerably whenever the position of the body changes from one place to another. So this is it. This is the end of this chapter. Thank you.